when you're stuck between. I just hope I make it out alive. No, I just hope I make it out alive. No, I don't wanna work a 9 to 5. No, I just hope I make it out alive. Alive, alive, alive.
This is Hunt for Gold Sessions number 2 with the beautiful. When I say beautiful, I mean beautiful. Sabrina Eyster. Baby.
Yes.
How the fuck are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Amazing. And I haven't seen you in a long time. It's not a good thing.
Do you remember the first time that I saw you?
Oh my God.
Do you?
Ever? In my life seeing you?
Ever in your whole life?
Yeah, we're outside this home actually.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible experience. We were at a so-called Jazzapalooza. And
I didn't even know you.
No,
I just showed up.
No, just showed up, pretty much. We're outside. I was like, you got to ride home? You were upset for some reason. I don't know why. But I saw you and I was like, wow, she's fucking beautiful. I'm going to mac it, so what's up? So I'm outside the house and I was like, wow, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm getting a ride home from this, that. And I was like, why are you leaving? I don't know, and you just left. And that was the first time, but I could tell from that moment on, I was like, this girl just feels good when I'm around her. She's a good person.
The energy's good.
Always. Always. And honestly, another story, we were at O'Grady's before it was O'Grady's.
Southside.
Southside. Never happened in my life. You came up behind me and said, guess who? First time in my life, genuinely, I had no idea who it was. I was scared.
Were you happy when you turned around?
Sabrina, when I turned around, I looked back and you just had this huge grin on your face. And you were like, hey, baby. I was like, oh my God. Look at you. It was incredible. And from that point on, I was like, this girl right here is positive at all times.
That's so amazing that you remember that.
The little things you forget that you might not even know happened.
You know what I think it is? I think you remember the things that make you feel.
100%.
In general.
In
Whether
general.
it's good or bad. You know?
Emotion.
Hopefully the things that make you feel good are the things that stick.
They always do. And with you, and you are one of few that feeling comes to mind all the time. Positivity.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, absolutely. And this is why you're number 2, Hunt for Gold Sessions. I said, Tim brought it up to me. He's like, dude, I have a great guest. Sabrina Eyster. I was like, wow. It's beautiful. So I got one question for you.
Yeah.
What is it about Hunt for Gold that speaks to you?
I feel like Hunt for Gold is something that can potentially change people's lives. I feel like it's just this open, positive, natural forum for people to come and discuss and open up and talk and share. And I think that's amazing. I think what you guys are doing is awesome.
That's the thing.
I don't think that there's enough of that out there, you know?
That's what everyone says to me. It's like, this is a platform for people to do what they want to do. Say what they feel.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, when you say your feelings, sometimes you're scared because it always gets put down. And something like this.
It's definitely discouraging when people don't agree with you, when people don't understand where you're coming from or understand what you're saying. I get that all the time. Like, I just talk about things that are, like, so outlandish. People...
But they're not.
But some people don't get it because they're not there, you know?
They're not there fully, but they want to be there. Maybe they won't get there.
Some people value, like, you know, monetary things or money or whatever, but I've always felt differently.
That idea right there, the material.
I've always felt differently. I felt like no matter what's going on, it could be anything in the world, you step outside, what's the first thing you see? Like some trees, some birds, some butterflies, whatever it is, you know? And it's just completely overwhelming to sit there and be like, wow, everything in my life is so minuscule. I'm part of something so much larger.
Right.
It's like this just overwhelming sense of love. Like, nothing in nature kills anything. We're the only humans, we're the only animals that kill for sport. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everything out there is love. Everything out there is to survive. It's just getting in tune with that, I feel like it can help so many people.
Do you see the smile on my face?
Yes, I love it.
I can't fucking help it because it's amazing. It's
that's
amazing.
what's gold to me, is being able to step outside and feel that and just be like, wow, this is amazing. What's going on in my life is impermanent, you know?
Right.
As we are.
Right.
Impermanent. All we can do...
Forever lasting.
Yeah. Our bodies are impermanent, but we'll be here forever. And it's a matter of what we can accomplish while we're here. That leaves this legacy that... And, you know, hopefully people are inspired by that.
That's what we're trying to do.
You guys.
That's it. You saying that, you are part of it. You are part of the movement by you saying words like that today.
I mean, that's what I genuinely feel. That's what I've always felt.
It's perfect. But before we continue,
yes,
we got some great music that I want to show everybody. Because everyone's been talking about Yeezy and his new album, Life of Pablo. But 30 Hours. 30 Hours comes on next. 30 Hours.
I remember rapping for Jay and Cam. Young producer just trying to
Perfectly said.
Consciousness.
Perfectly said. It's amazing.
I recently read this book that I thought was extremely fascinating. It was about past life regression therapies.
Mm-hmm.
And her theory was that everybody starts out as like the lowest form of consciousness, being earth, water, wind, rocks, whatever. And as soon as they complete their mission in that part, they move on to something higher, a hummingbird, a butterfly, whatever.
Wow.
Until they reach this form, this human form, this human, you know, universal projection. I don't know, it's a very interesting perspective, but it also makes me feel better about, you know, when things leave and people pass, you know.
You're really not gone.
They're not gone at all. And if anything, you've accomplished something that was, you know, necessary for you to continue this journey on to the next level, which I think is amazing. It's such a positive way to look at
because while you're living, you're here. You gotta be here. All right, being in the moment. You're in the moment, you know, I don't want to really blow up your spot right now because Tim told me that you're writing a book.
Yes,
so please,
true.
please fill me in because you writing things down on paper gives me chills already.
So it's kind of like a project I've been working on for a little bit. I'm not exactly sure where I want it to go, how I want it to start and end, but the basis of it being that the way that I feel like should be shared, because I think it's kind of not rare, but a little unusual, and I think that it's helped me so much cope with, you know, anxiety and depression, and I think that if I could put that out there for other people, they could pick up on what I'm saying, and maybe it could help them also.
People are in the same boat but don't know it, that they're in with someone else, going through the same things.
Absolutely, and it's really just a matter of, you know, figuring out what works for you, and all of my beliefs, all of my crazy beliefs, like, somehow have led me here right now, talking to you, you know what I mean?
Everything's happened for a reason.
It's magical. Everything does happen for a reason.
Wow. Even though you can be in your, like, lowest of the lows, highest of the highs, it ends up that you're sitting here in my bedroom on podcast Hunt for Gold, session number 2. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
As far as the book goes, though, I'm pretty excited. I haven't ever done anything like that before. I mean, I've always, like, really enjoyed art. I've always created, but I've never written. And it's something really new to me, but it's something that's super interesting to me.
You feel good when you write.
Yeah, and to be able to, like, articulate how you're thinking and put it on paper, I think is, like...
It's a talent.
One, that, and it's very difficult, I've realized.
Trying to get the right words to describe your feelings.
Yeah, like, I had this idea in my head, and I start writing, and I'm like, no, you know, maybe I should write it the other way. But then I'm like, no, why don't you just write it the way you had it the first time? That's the way you wanted it to be, you know?
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, but I will definitely keep you updated on my
Because I'm very curious, because I want to read at night. I need to read more often, honestly, and I would love to.
You want to read my book?
Will you allow me to?
Yes,
Please,
of course.
God, yes, absolutely. If I get the first read, first copy, first rough draft, whatever it may be, yeah, I'll absolutely read it. And we're back. That was Wrote a Song About You, MNEK, the K-Tronada edit. It's just the more good shit, because you can dance, and I know you love that shit. So it's good songs, good music. But we left off. I'm just going to take it to a new level right now.
Okay.
Afterlife.
What about it?
I've been thinking about this lately, about the sense of gold, hunt for gold. Everyone has to part ways with this earth. You said, be present, be here.
Right.
But what happens to their gold that they were hunting for after they leave this earth?
I think it depends what their gold is.
So for you?
For me?
What is your gold and where would it go?
My gold is my sense of reality. Being able to look past what everybody else is doing and find my own path and find that, like I said, outside. Find that looking at the stars, doing it in any way, you know what I mean?
Right.
What's gold to me is not gold. It's what's around us, what's real, what's tangible, and what's not tangible. Not like this mundane everyday, go to school, go to work, get a job, get a family, get married, die.
That's it.
Like, who wants that?
You know what the phrase I fucking hate? I go to the gym, I see this one kid every fucking time, and he always says to me, like, yo, what's good, dude? He's like, yo, same shit, different day. And I'm like, every time I walk away, I'm like, why?
Because you choose that.
Like, is he saying that because, yeah, you know, it's just a regular thing? Hey, how you doing? Or is he like, yo, same shit. I do the same shit, different day. That sucks.
I think that it's a matter of his perspective being the exact same every single day, which is sad, but very common. That's how the majority of people live their lives. That's how most of our parents have lived their lives. That's how they've been taught to live. And I think that this is a generation that can change that.
Mm-hmm.
Could break that stigma of this is what you have to do. There's so many alternative thinkers and people who believe in all types of different afterlife. I think that, personally for me, I think when somebody passes or it's their time, it's their time.
Right.
They've done all that they can do, and now they're going to move on to a new life. That's what I believe. And I know that there are many religions who disagree with that, and it's fine. I respect
them. They don't
everyone.
clash. You should be able to believe what you want to believe.
Exactly. I think that you become one with the earth. You go back to your roots. But your spirit is still here. You're everywhere. You're in the wind. You're everywhere. You know?
The particles around you still floating.
We're all made up of the same shit. The same things as the squirrel in the tree.
We're all one.
We're all one.
Right.
Literally. You know, and it's so hard for people to see past, like, okay, you know, we're human beings, so we're better. You know, we're more advanced. But how do you know that?
You have no idea.
You have no idea. You have such a small fraction of knowledge of what's going on around you. I think that's magic.
Right.
You know? I mean, we know more about space than we know about our own ocean.
This is right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 90% of the ocean is the world. Okay? Yeah. We know squat. We know nothing. But we're going to assume that there's no one looking up in the fucking space, looking down, and I was like, look at them. Killing each other.
Look at these poor human beings, like, are so completely lost and have no idea what they're doing. Running around with
this piece of paper or a coin that determines their wealth. Determines their drive.
It's sick. It's a disease, I think.
But when you die, you can't throw money in the coffin. You can't take that with you.
Exactly. That's why your impermanence on this earth is so crucial. It's so crucial to acknowledge that.
Right.
You know, you can work 80-hour weeks if you really want that money, or you can spend that time doing something that makes you feel good.
Being with someone you love.
Being with someone you love. Doing anything that's positive. Anything that can impact you, impact your friends, your family. But people choose to do the opposite.
Right.
I genuinely do not understand it.
I don't get it. They sacrifice someone they love. They sacrifice something they like to do in order to get something that does not matter. And
given we live in a materialistic world, you know, you have to make money to literally survive. How sick is that?
It's horrible because
not one person was asked to be born into a world where they have to work to live.
And hate their job if they do. Hate it. Go to work, you drive to work, and you're fucking furious.
You know what? I really envy my father because he's had this job for so long, and every single day he comes home and he's like, Dad, how was work? It was great.
He loves it.
Why? I love my job. Comes home, smokes a joint, eats some cereal, and watches some cartoons. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Because that's what he wants to do. You know, he doesn't make millions of dollars.
Right.
He goes to that job because he actually likes to be there. I think that's amazing, and it's so rare.
You have so many qualities of your father. Already know it right now.
I think that we're very similar in a lot of ways. I'm very grateful for that.
Like, people sacrifice what they really want. They sacrifice their family. Like, I think the gold for me, especially, is leaving a positive mark on whoever. Beginning, we talked about, like, I remember you putting your hands over my eyes and saying, guess who? Generally, I was like, I don't know who this is. I'm scared. Look at your face, but now it's just positivity all the time.
Yeah.
Now my goal is positive. Be positive. Positive thoughts. Bring positivity to someone else's life, because when I die, whenever that may be, God forbid, hopefully not soon. Knock on wood. But whatever that feeling I bring to the table, I hope when I die, people would remember that. That's all I care about.
God forbid anything ever happened to you. My view of you is that you are genuine, kind, you have an amazing aura that just lights up the room, and people love to see you. People love when you're there. You know what I mean? Because you have that energy. You feel energy. If you're in tune with your own energy, you can feel other people's energy.
I just want to kiss you right now.
It's true, though. Everybody knows that. Everybody loves when you walk in the room and you smile, because that's what you do, and you make everybody happy, and that's all you have to do.
You're incredible. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I can't even lie. I feel the exact same way about. And
Really?
I haven't seen you in so long. We're in my driveway, and you just jumped in my arms, and it felt like I haven't seen you in so long. But us being together was...
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
I agree.
Nothing. Out of my fucking mouth. I feel connected.
That's what we need.
That's it.
We need people to connect. We need people to talk about things like this. Put it out there. It's never talked about. Why?
I don't understand.
Because it's new and unfamiliar, and people are
scary.
comfortable.
The unfamiliar, the unknown, scares people.
Right. And a lot of people say that that's why they put a face on God, because we're so comfortable with, the human face.
Mm-hmm.
Put a face on God, but who really knows what it is? It is, It could just be the universe. It could be anything. But we choose to put a face on it because that's what's comfortable.
Just so we know, okay, now I know what this man looks like. If I see him, I'll know who he is. I won't be afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
My message is that I think that we need to come together. We need to figure this out together. Stop hating each other for nothing. It's not worth it. Way more effort for you to hate me than to love me.
Right. Hate is baggage.
Look past the rough parts of people and love. That's what it comes down to. And then only after that can we evolve as a species.
That's what's necessary. Hate is baggage. This is Hunt for Gold podcast number 2. Sabrina Eyster. Let me tell you one thing right now. You are an incredible human being.
Thank you.
Never change. And this is why you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
All the depression, all the nonsense anyone's ever been through has led them to this moment.
Right.
And now you are here for a reason. And I thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God.
This has been awesome. Thank you.
Hunt for Gold thanks you. beyond fucking words. I've been blushing on camera.
I think it's adorable.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm about to take this woman out to dinner in like 4 seconds. Sabrina Eyster, will you be back?
I will absolutely be back if you'll have me.
100%. I'm going to clear my schedule.
Totally behind this. This is awesome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hunt for Gold podcast number 2 is in the books. Saint Tropez, J. Cole, send us off. I love everyone. Thank you.
He's on his way, he's about to get paid. He's on his way to Hollywood. He's on his way, he's about to get paid. He's on his way